Hello. Here we go live, the very first Business Acceleration Bootcamp. I'm really excited to be here. It's going to take a few minutes for everyone to arrive. I hope you have some really nice, juicy questions for me. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. I've always got lots of resources to share and happy to share anything with you that you need. So, great. Who have we got here? Drop your names into the comments so that I can see who's here with me. Hi, welcome along. Drop your name in the comments so that I can see who's here, and then we can start to answer some of your questions. So at the end of this call, I'm actually going to give those of you who are still here with me at the end some free coaching. So stick around and yeah, you'll have access to that. Hey, Angie, welcome along. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask me? Hi, Angela. Hi, Amy. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Business Acceleration Bootcamp. Forget Fitness Bootcamp, even though we all need it. Business Bootcamp, we need more. So, Angie and Angela, I'm not sure if you know how to ask a question in a live, but what you do is you find the comments down the bottom. So if you look down the right-hand side of your screen, you'll see somewhere to put comments. It looks like you can't type on it, but if you just click and just start typing, it'll actually turn up. And there's nowhere to actually send it. You just press enter and it will actually turn up and show you. So Amy, do you have any questions that you would like to ask me about business? I know that you're doing some exciting new things that I would love to hear about. And if you could all drop in the comments what it is that you are actually doing in your business at the moment. Share with us what businesses you're doing. And later on, you can go back and you can add a link to your business so that everyone else can find out what you're doing and we can start using each other. So some of the questions, okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, I'm getting customers, but not the right kind of customers. Okay, I hear you, I hear you. That's actually a really common business problem, not having the right customers. So we set up a business and we have a mindset, we're like, oh, I just need to grab all of the clients. And so we start taking clients that actually don't meet our needs. We start, this is gonna sound funny, this is gonna sound really wrong, but this is actually from an entrepreneurial mindset and it's from a really business sustainable way of running your business. Hi, Missy. Just feel free to pop any questions as you go into the comments and I'll answer them as we go. And stick around, there's going to be a free coaching offer at the end of this for the people that stick around, completely free. So stick around and get to that. So talking about clients and having the wrong clients. So people say the client, give the client what the client wants. Sure, okay, we can give the clients what the client wants and then we end up being everything to everyone and nothing to ourselves. And sometimes when we're in business and when you're an entrepreneur and when you're really passionate about your business, you're not just in business, you're not just taking money and giving a service, it's actually an energy exchange, like it's coming from your soul. So if people are coming to you and taking what they want, but it's not necessarily in alignment with your soul or your soul's purpose or what you really want to do, it can start to really hurt. And pretty soon you end up running a business that you hate. And that's really not sustainable. Seriously, 80% of businesses that start up have closed within the first year. And then within the next couple of years after that, about another 10%. There are very few businesses that actually stay the long haul. And seriously, that is one of the secrets to sustainability, is actually working with clients that you want to work with. So how do you do that? I'll stop rambling on about why you want clients that that match your soul purpose and tell you how. It's client avatars. You have to really hone in and look at the clients that you actually want. Hi, Annie Viv, that's really nice that you've come along to watch. If you've got any business questions for me, Annie Viv, let me know. I'm sure that you could start up a business. So back to clients and client avatars. So finding who your clients are and what you really want is actually easier than what you think. You just need to really dig into what you do and you don't want. And often people have a hard time thinking about what they do want. So you can actually start with what you don't want. Write down what you don't want And then opposite that, write down what you actually do want in a client, and you'll soon come up with a fantastic list. So if you want any more information about that, drop it in the comments and actually let me know. Give me a heart. Like, are you feeling this? Like, do you actually really want to work with clients that meet your needs? Yeah, me too. Yay. So someone's messaged me something here. Let me just go and have a look what they've messaged me, see if there's another question for me. Just give me a moment, guys. And please drop your business links into the comments, guys. I want to make sure that we're all supporting each other. Okay. Oh, someone's telling me that they're frozen. I've posted a question. I can't see your question, Gillian, so try and give it to me again. Oh, no, I can't see your question, Angela. I can't see them. Why am I not seeing your questions, guys? Oh, I need to scroll down. I'm really sorry, guys. This is the first live boot camp that I've done. Please forgive me. Okay, Amy, how important do you think structure is? For example, being registered as a company versus a sole trader, etc. I feel like I'm going around in circles on this and wondering if it's just a form of procrastination. No, it's not a form of procrastination. Well, it could be, but it's actually a question that people ask me a lot of the time. So an accountant and a lawyer are the best people to go and talk to about business structure, but I will share with you what I believe and what I have found's worked for my clients. So the difference is really, so a sole trader is really, really easy to set up. If you just want to get started, just go ahead and set up as a sole trader. You can always change it later on. So a sole trader, all you need to do is you just need to phone or contact IRD and tell them that you're actually starting to be a sole trader. You don't need to register your business name, although you can if you want to. Just open up a business name and whatever, a business bank account with whatever name you've decided to call yourself, and start doing it. Yes, you do still need to do a tax return, but it's actually you personally doing the tax return as the sole trader. That's the easiest way to start out. Now, you don't actually need to be GST registered until you're earning over 60,000 a year. So that might take you a while, right? Might not be in your first year. So if you just want to start simple, go sole trader. So for you, Amy, I would absolutely go sole trader for the coaching part that you're going to move into doing. But in saying that, I also know that you have some other businesses, so you could also put it under the umbrella of that. So for example, you might have a look-through company for your main business, and you can actually operate another single business underneath that. So if you guys would like a really good accountant to talk to, I can give you someone that's a super, super good price. Her name's also Michelle, and all Michelle's are fabulous, right? So let me know if you'd like her contact details. She's really good to talk to. As for being registered as a company, that does give you some protection, and as you get bigger, yes, you're going to want to be registered as a company because you can get some tax breaks. So Amy, give me a heart if that answered your question. Otherwise, I'll keep talking to you. Okay, great. All right, Angela, how do you expand your business idea past a local rural community? Start local, Angela, start local. That's where you start. So any business, like, always use who you are. And Angela, you are one of the most amazing people I know, by the way. You have the biggest heart I know, and I've tasted your cooking. It is freaking amazing. Start there and start building those testimonials. So all of those people that you've given baking to, get them to write a testimonial. And if you want, you can message me later and I'm actually going to give you a testimonial template. But you basically say, you know, why did they come to you? What do they love about what you did for them? Would they recommend your business to other people? And yeah, there's a whole list of questions that I can give you, but those would be the three that I would start with. And then growing it past a local rural community, that's about upscaling. And that's a really a big conversation, Angela, but I'm happy to have that conversation with you. There are a number of steps involved in that, but start with what you're doing now. But always start with the end in mind. So if you want a big scale business, start with the end in mind. You know, you need a commercial kitchen for cooking. You need to think about postage. You need to think about longevity. Are you going to have to use preservatives? What are you going to do? Or are you going to have it baked on site or off site in different locations? So think about where you actually want to head. So the next best step for you, Angela, would be to actually write a vision. So write what your business is going to grow into. Hey, Christiane and Charlotte, thank you for joining. Please make sure you drop your business links in, ladies. I'd love to see what you're doing, and we all want to support each other, right? Great. And good morning, Christiane. Jenny, okay, what kind of time frame do you need for coaching? For example, 1 hour a week to meet and 5 hours to implement? Or is it 5 days each week or an hour of time each day? What do you recommend and how is it sustainable? Okay, so my coaching is fairly intense. If you know me, you know that I'm a pretty intense person. And so is the coaching, right? Like it's full on. And it is going to make you grow and it will move you out of your comfort zone, but I will always support you and we will always go at your pace. So what I do is I coach for 1 hour a week, and I do that for the first 3 weeks of a month. And then I give you an integration period because you need to take a breather and you do need to rest and restore. And then we move back into it in the following month. So the shortest coaching package that I do is actually is 3 sessions, and that's done in that 1 month, depending on what you need. So if it was one small thing like you wanted to work on a client avatar, we might do that over 3 sessions. If it was something longer like setting up a business, then we would do it in what I call quarterly coaching packages, and that's done over 3 months. And then we just keep doing whatever you need to do. Once you've worked with me, you can actually have a one-off session with me as well. So you work with me for 1 hour. Coaching is best done in intense sessions, worked over 1 hour, and then yes, I do give you homework, but I agree that with you. So it's not about me telling you what you are and aren't going to do. It's all about you, and you get to agree. But generally, for most people, I would say I coach them for an hour, and then they might have 2 or 3 hours of homework to do over that week. Does that answer your question, Jenny? Give me a heart in the comments if that's answered your question. Okie dokie. All right. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Sarita. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Okay, Jillian. Yay, you're in, Jillian. Do you have a question for me? Yes, you do. Okay. Would you recommend outsourcing things like social media? Yeah, I would. Now, some of the social media you do need to do yourself because you are your brand, ladies. You are your business. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, that a business is only successful if you are successful, if you are the person that is successful. Yeah, give me a heart if you agree. Like if you think you are your business and you have to be successful, if you're into your business really works. Yeah, exactly right. And you know when you're jiving and you're really getting into it, that's when your business flows. That's why you have to have clients that you really want to work with, and that's why you have to be the successful person. So social media has to be some of you because the people want to see you. They want to feel your energy. But definitely, I don't do all of my own social media. Like I am one woman. I might have a cape, but I'm still one woman. And outsourcing is a great idea, but it has to be a fit for you. And again, I have some great social media people. If you'd like to know who they are, then make sure you hit me up in the links and I'll give them to you later. Definitely do your own lives. You have to do your own lives because it comes from you. And let me tell you, ladies, nobody understands your business like you understand your business. You are the best person to do your marketing, but you can definitely get help and outsource everything. Outsource your cleaning, outsource your gardening. You don't need to do that stuff. So sure, when we first start up, we do the $5 jobs, the $10 jobs, the $20 jobs, plus all the work, right? We have to make it work. But once we start grooving along a little bit, outsource the $5 jobs, outsource the $10 jobs, outsource the shit that you hate, and keep the stuff that you love. But if a $10 job is really important to your business, keep that. Keep the bits that are important. So outsourcing is brilliant, and definitely outsourcing some social media because they know all sorts of tricks that we don't, and social media changes so quickly. Give me a heart if you know what I'm talking about. You just nailed it in social media and then it all changes. It's pretty frustrating. So yeah, I definitely outsource some of my social media. Let's see, Angela, when preparing a business plan, what steps are needed to prepare a business forecast and to present to a bank, especially if the business is rule-based? That's a really good question. A business plan, Angela, is not something I'd recommend you do alone. It is actually something I'd recommend you do via coaching with me. I actually have a template that I can share with you, but you probably won't understand the bits in it unless I actually go through it with you. But if you want it, I'm happy to give it to you. It's easy once it's actually explained to you. And there are certain ways that the banks want to know about it. And yeah, so to explain to you, so business forecasting. So business forecasting is about saying, okay, so in 2020, I'm going to make $60,000 and I predict, and you just basically tell them how you're going to make $60,000. So in the first month, you only might make 5, right? But then you're going to add this and this. And so in the next month, you're going to make 20, and then you're going to add this and this. And then in the month after that, you're going to make 30. And so it's just basically coming up with a formula to show them how you're going to grow so that you can actually pay back that business loan. So forecasting is only one tiny part of your business plan. They want to see everything. The marketing plan, they want to see that you've done a 5 forces analysis on your competitors. Yeah, they want to see the client avatar. They want to see everything. Could you share the template for testimonials? Yep, I absolutely can. I'll drop the link in there later for the testimonials. Let me just write myself a little note. Testimonial template. Okay. How to deal with negative feedback at the beginning of the business? Hey, that is a fantastic question, Angela, because people will give you negative feedback. This is what I do when I get negative feedback. I think, is that person my actual target market? So are they the customer that I'm actually going after? If they're not, then their feedback actually isn't right. So we have uncles and aunties and mums and dads. Oh, Michelle, be careful. I mean, even when I set up one of my businesses that I set up recently, even my husband, supportive as he is, like, don't get me wrong. Oh, are you sure it's the right market? Yep. Oh, are you sure people want that? Yep, they do. Believe in yourself and believe in your product. You're always going to get negative feedback. So take it with a grain of salt. Like, ask yourself, is this actually feedback that is valuable to me? Give me a heart if you've had negative feedback and it had you on the floor crying. You wanted to give up your business. Because I can't tell you how many times I've been there. Like, seriously, it sucks. There is a way of coping with negative feedback. And again, Angela, I actually have a template that walks you through how to deal with negative feedback. So if any of you want that, hit me in the comments as well. So I'm going to share whatever you guys want. I'm really open to sharing anything that you want. I hope that answered your question about feedback, Angela. So the steps are: consider, do you actually value the person who's giving the feedback because they're actually a client? And 2, does it align with what you know to be true in your heart? My business link for health and wellness coaching online. Cool. Excellent. Great. Christiane. Hey. Kylie, how are you? Yes, please. What did you want, Gillian? You said yes, please, and I'm not sure what you want. And Jenny, you want the negative feedback template. Yep, absolutely. I will. I will share that with you. So any more questions, guys? So we've covered off client avatars. We've covered off what to do with negative feedback. We've covered off business plans and about upscaling businesses. Is there any questions that anyone else wants answered, or are we getting close to done? Let me just check that there's nothing in here that I haven't covered. Tell me where you guys are coming from too. Like, where is everyone's businesses? Are you up in Auckland? Are you down in Wellington? Are you in Christchurch? Are you overseas? Whereabouts are you, ladies? Let me know. Time frame. Oh, social media people that you can outsource to, Julian. Yep, absolutely. I'll send you a link for that as well. Okay, so negative feedback template. Okay, time. Yeah, that is a very good question. Gillian is from South Africa, so that's great. Thanks, Gillian, for coming to us all the way from South Africa. Amy, how do you manage to fit in all the things? Yep, that's a really good question, eh? When you're setting up business and you're also a woman, generally you're also a mum, and generally you're also the person that everybody goes to for everything, right? Because women have superpowers, they have capes. People know that we can get shit done, so they ask us. How do I manage to fit everything in? I'll tell you what, chunking is a fantastic way to fit everything in. So the most taxing thing on our brains and our time is actually flitting from one activity to the other. oh, I've got a message, I better answer that. Oh, I've got an email, I better deal with that. Oh, hang on, the kids need to go to school, I better take them. It's coming in and out of work that actually has you feeling really chaotic. So chunking things is a really good idea. I often advise for my clients that they do emails in just half-hour chunks. So half an hour in the morning and half an hour at nighttime. If you really, really feel that you have to answer emails during the day, then do half an hour after lunch as well. But really think about when you want to do it. Like, you don't, just because we are available all day long doesn't mean that you have to be available all day long. People can just wait, you know, like you really want to use your brain power to really focus. Just try this for one day and see what happens. So chunk your time into communications. That might be answering emails and answering Facebook messages and doing a live and writing a blog. You do all of that in 2 hours, say from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock. Then you take the kids to school. You can tell them to take the kid to school because I don't know what time it starts. Clearly I know it starts after 9 o'clock. And then you could do some, you know, some sales activity. So you might make calls for the next hour, but just whatever works for you, try chunking up that time. And the way that I fit everything in is I'm just really dedicated and focused. Like all of the really successful business people will tell you that focus is key to being successful. Give me a little laugh or a smile if you are not super organized. Give me a laugh so I can see how far I need to go with this conversation. Because it's a tricky thing, right? Like once you've nailed organization, it's really easy, but it is actually quite hard to do. Okay, so power hours. Power hours are super awesome. I love power hours. I don't know if all of you have heard about Pomodoro, but Pomodoro is a technique where you basically set a timer for 20 minutes and you just focus really, really intensely for that 20 minutes and you just get stuff done. So if the cat dies in that 20 minutes, tough, right? So you just really, really focus. Power hour takes that a little bit further. So I actually plan my week on a Sunday. And then I fit everything into my Google Calendar, and I'm happy to do a whole training on this at some stage, but just to answer your question briefly, I plan my whole week on a Sunday, and then I set it up for power hours. So I might decide that I'm going to do a promotion on Facebook, and in order to do that, I need to make a Canva ad, I need to set the Facebook ad up in Facebook, and then I need to talk to my social media expert about actually getting that out there for me. So I'm going to do all of that in an hour because that's all I've got. So between the hours of 8 and 9, that's my power hour for setting up that ad. And I just go hard and I get it done. So really chunking and focus would be my answer to that, Amy. And just letting people know that you're not available. Like as a mum, it's really, we get a little bit of mum guilt. Like hit me with a like or a heart if you feel the mum guilt. I know that not all of you are mums, or that not all of you are mums right now. But there are a lot of pressures on us, you know, like we can feel really, really guilty and we should feel like we should be there for them all the time. But if you look at dads still do a great job of parenting, but they're not there all of the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy right now. I'm building something. That sounded a bit rude. I'm sorry if there are any men listening. I didn't mean it to be rude. But, you know, I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'll talk to you later. Cool. So why don't we do that? Oh, yes, I'm sorry, darling. Just let me fix you a sandwich. Really? Like actually, I'm a serious business bitch here. I'm working and I've trained my family now, and God, I give thanks to my family every day. Honestly, they put up with me. You know, I've completely changed from running around after them to wiping their bums to actually I'm just not available now. And they're okay with that. And do you know why? Because they love me and they want me to be successful, and your families do too. Your families really want to support you. You've just got to train them. We could do a whole training on that, right? Training our families. I like the sound of that. Let me just check if there's anything else in here. Sarah, chunking time is something you lived on about a month back. Such a game changer for making my energy last and focus so much better. Absolutely right. I agree. Chunking time is awesome. Okay. Mum guilt mixed with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, it's terrible. It doesn't matter how many qualifications you've got, how confident you are, you always have imposter syndrome. I had it today on a coaching call. I had to give myself a quick little slap and like, come on, Michelle, pull yourself together. It's not about you, it's about your client. imposter syndrome. I don't think men get it as bad. I mean, I don't know because I'm not a man, but I have coached men and I live with a man. They just don't feel it. So I don't know what it is about society that makes women feel like imposters. And that's, I guess, why I'm so passionate about actually helping women to succeed in business, because we're the ones that need that push the most, right? We're the ones that feel like the imposters, that the men just don't. They just show up and do it. But I'm going to just come out and say it. The women are the ones with the great business ideas. The men might have the balls to get out there and do it, but we actually do too. They're just tucked up on the inside. We're just got to let them out and get on with it. Let's see if anyone pulls off the call after I start talking about balls. No, you all know who I am. Okay, excellent. Right, so that looks like we've come to the end of our questions, and that's about the end of our half-hour session. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. I had so much fun doing this. I was a little bit nervous coming on and doing the first one. You've made it all so much fun. I hope that I've been of value to you guys. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is going to be saved, and you can come back and watch this later. And we're going to do it all again next month. Now, the 6 of you that are still here, I want you to comment in the comments right now. You are all entitled to a free half-hour coaching session with me because you stayed, told us. Name in there. Can you private message or email, and I'll send you a link for your coaching call, and I can't wait. And Angela, God, I hope you're still on the call. I need to talk to you later. You need to get that business out there. Mwah! I love all of you. Thank you so much, darlings. Ciao. So don't forget, drop me your email. Bye.